Do we cross islands or mountains? More than a century since its inception, the Department of Public Works and Highways has been paving the way for Philippine progress, making it thrive the way we know it today. 1898 marked the birth of then Department of War and Public Works, one of only 4 departments created with the rise by the Philippine Revolutionary Government 11 days after it declared independence. From then on, a series of reorganization transformed the infrastructure agency known today as the Department of Public Works and Highway, created by EO 124 series of 1987. A total of 43 esteemed gentlemen has taken the helm of the department, from Baldomero B. Aguinaldo as the first secretary to Secretary Manuel M. Bonoan as the incumbent. History bears witness to the numerous landmark projects that changed the lives of the Filipinos and benefit us even up to this day. One of the early landmark projects of the department's precursor is the 41-kilometer Cannon Road in 1905. This construction made the once secluded city of Baguio as a well-known tourist destination that it is today. The Epifanio de los Santos Avenue is a vital thoroughfare in Metro Manila that opened the gates of opportunities for business and industrial hubs. The second longest road in the Philippines, the Manila North Road, connects Metro Manila to Apari in the north. The National Museum of the Philippines, home to the Philippine culture and the arts, takes us a trip down memory lane to the various chapters of country's colorful history. The famous Cultural Center of the Philippines, designed by a national artist for architecture, the heart of the country's performing arts. The country's longest bay bridge to date and part of the Maharlika Highway, a vital link between Samar and Leyte. The San Juanico Bridge improved regional connectivity in Visayas. Situated at East Avenue, Quezon City, the 3-story National Kidney Institute, specializing in renal diseases and organ transplants, can accommodate roughly 400 patients. The longest bridge in Mindanao, the Macapagal Bridge, or the second Magsaysay Bridge that crosses the Agusan River, is the 3rd longest cable-stayed bridge in the Philippines. The towering Agas-Agas Bridge, the tallest bridge in the Philippines, spared the motorists of southern Leyte from landslides during heavy rains. The highly urbanized Iloilo City is a sanctuary for biodiversity through the longest linear park in the country, the 9-kilometer Iloilo River Esplanade. The battle-scarred Marawi City, after 5 months of armed conflict, slowly recovered its lost glory through Marawi Transcentral Road. The world-renowned island of Boracay, a haven for local and foreign beachgoers, made even more accessible with Boracay Circumferential Road. At the height of the global pandemic brought by the surging contagion of COVID-19, DPWH facilitated the immediate construction of much-needed health facilities nationwide. At the onset of a bolder administration, 2016 marked a historical shift in the department. The launching of the Build, Build, Build program signaled the birth of a new era. Among the more recent landmark accomplishments is the 680-meter Binondo Intramuros Bridge. It's a sight to behold in the city of Manila, a token of friendship between Philippines and China, and a modern architectural art. Never in the history of Philippine government did the DPWH launch an infrastructure thrust as ambitious, as massive, and as grand. Yet this survived the change under the administration of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., adopted and expanded it as a policy direction.
We shall confidently build on this firm foundation established by my predecessor.
The DPWH continues to ramp up infrastructure development, rebranded under the Build Better More program. It carries the same goal of ramping up infrastructure development to redound greater benefits to the Filipinos. For 125 years, the men and women of the department, marked by undying commitment to serve, delivered the much-needed infrastructure in the country. In celebration of its 125th founding anniversary, with a fresh strategy at hand and a new vision to look forward to, DPWH will remain a force to be reckoned with. Indeed, as we recover from the pandemic and as the country ramps up its economy, the Filipino people can expect no less in the next 100 years to come.
Ako si J. Ricardo, dito po sa Bagakay. Salamat po nga naabot ang project sa DP na plaster po mong balay dire. Hindi na makuhan sa baha, maano. Mga tagak sa una nga tagak ang mong gamay nga kuan dire. Karon ko salamat sa DP nga among kuan mong balay safety na. Salamat sa DPWH.
Imagine a world, the Philippines without roads, without bridges, no tunnels and expressways, no underpass and flyover. How then do we travel and trade? Do we cross islands or mountains? More than a century since its inception, the Department of Public Works and Highways has been paving the way for Philippine progress, making it thrive the way we know it today. 1898 marked the birth of then Department of War and Public Works, one of only 4 departments created with the rise by the Philippine Revolutionary Government 11 days after it declared independence. From then on, a series of reorganization transformed the infrastructure agency known today as the Department of Public Works and Highway, created by EO 124 series of 1987. A total of 43 esteemed gentlemen has taken the helm of the department, from Baldomero B. Aguinaldo as the first secretary to Secretary Manuel M. Bonoan as the incumbent. History bears witness to the numerous landmark projects that changed the lives of the Filipinos and benefit us even up to this day. One of the early landmark projects of the department's precursor is the 41-kilometer Cannon Road in 1905. This construction made the once secluded city of Baguio as a well-known tourist destination that it is today. The Epifanio de los Santos Avenue is a vital thoroughfare in Metro Manila that opened the gates of opportunities for business and industrial hubs. The second longest road in the Philippines, the Manila North Road, connects Metro Manila to Apari in the north. The National Museum of the Philippines, home to the Philippine culture and the arts, takes us a trip down memory lane to the various chapters of country's colorful history. The famous Cultural Center of the Philippines, designed by a national artist for architecture, the heart of the country's performing arts. The country's longest Bay Bridge to date and part of the Maharlika Highway, a vital link between Samar and Leyte. The San Juanico Bridge.
Today is the main two. We have the procurement activities, pre-bid conference for the civil works project. Since we are here now present, so we'll start our activity. Before we start, I would like to ask Engineer Tom for the opening prayer. Let's pray. Start with all things our us. Sorry for all that we committed against your will. Give us not vision. for for this thing and not these assets for this one there's no grading. Amen. The attendance will let us the secretariat for the morning of the attendance.
Thank you, everyone. This is your attendance for today's briefing conference for three research projects. For the TWG members, we have Engineer Juliet Mlanquite, Engineer Anthony B. Padernilla, Engineer Marshall Oseka, and Engineer Inaki M. Award. The head of BUG Secretariat, Engineer Ruben G. Salazar, our BUG members, Engineer Leo L. Labrador, and Engineer Ben R. Camacho. Our BUG Vice Chairperson, Engineer Ramon Jerome Alvarez, and our BUG Chairperson, Engineer Edward D. Castillo.
So, since the bank is involved and it is the private conference in order. To start with the details of the project, I would like to ask again the secretariat. Please go ahead.
First project is 25ME0076. Repair, maintenance of small Margus River Revetment 1. Location is Glan, Sarangani Province. Scope of works, concrete slope protection, steel sheet pile, earthworks, and drainage works. ABC is 2 million pesos with contract duration of 60 calendar days. License classification is general engineering with license category C and D small. Second project, 25ME0077. Repair and maintenance of DPWH building, Sarangani DEO basketball court. Location is Kawas, Alabel, Sarangani province. Scope of works, repair and maintenance of DPWH building, steel works, roof framing and roofing works, concrete works, finishing and other civil works, and electrical works. APC is 2 million pesos with contract duration of 60 calendar days. License classification is general building with license category C and D small b. Last project, 25ME0078. Repair, maintenance of bridges and approaches along Sarangani to Sultan Kudarat Coastal Road. Location is Kiamba, Sarangani province. Scope of works, signages, installation and fabrication, repair of approach slab, flood control and repainting of bridges. ABC is 5 million pesos and contract duration of 90 calendar days. License classification is general engineering with license category C and D small b. Prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB with PCAB license category B, C, and D for general engineering, general building, and specialty. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Annex 2-1.1b, Section 2 and 3 of bidding documents. Contractors or applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works application, the DPWH Procurement Service, 5th floor DPWH building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila, while those already enrolled shall keep their records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH contractor profile eligibility process and subject to further post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during working weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or at the DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of RE 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder who was determined as such during post-qualification. Interested bidders may obtain further information from the DPWH SDEO and inspect the bidding documents at Kawas, Alabel, Sarangani province during weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on April 25 to May 14, 2025 from the address below and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 5,000 pesos for items number 1, 2, and 3. And this may be refunded in accordance with the guidelines based on the grounds provided under Section 41 of ORA 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding documents. Bids must be duly received by the Box Secretariat at the address below for manual submission or at electronic bids _Sarangani at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before May 14, 2025, 10 a.m. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security and any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 18. Bid opening shall be on May 14, 2025, immediately after the deadline of submission of bids at DPWH SDEO conference room. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend at the address below or electronically via Zoom using the following details. For the Zoom meeting ID, 937-563-6853, password SGNI 22. For the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Sarangani_DEO/trees. Late bids shall not be accepted. The DPWH SDEO reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 41 of RA 9184 and its letter R, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 mandates all prospective bidders to upload in the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System and maintain current and Class A eligibility documents under Section 23.1A and 24.1A of the same IRR. Bids submitted should have its corresponding tabbing as stated in the checklist requirements. For further information, please refer to Engineer Ruben G. Salazar, the Acting Head Procurement Unit of DPWH Sarangani DEO.
Thank you so much. Since we have already details of the project, 3 projects for subject for opening this May 14, we would like to entertain questions with regards to this project. So we'll start with the first project. 25-0076. Any concerns and questions with regards to this project, please proceed with your inquiry. Any member, any present from the Zoom? We do not have observer from the Zoom. From the technical working group, from the back members, any concern with regards to 25-0076? Hearing none, so we'll proceed to the next project, 25-0077. Any concerns with regards to this project? Please ask your question now. Since hearing none, so we'll proceed to last project, 25-0078. Any questions with regard to this project and concerns? Sharing none, so since we do not have other query and we do not have other topic to discuss for this morning with regards to this pre-bid conference, as the presiding officer, I declare